This is going to be a quick guide on how you can add conditional colors to different parts of your bar charts. So, before I show you, check this out. This is a Power BI visual embedded in PowerPoint. So if I click over here, okay, check this out. It filters. If I hover, my tooltip pops up telling me this is off-peak. This is cool. Probably a video for another time. Okay, that's the super off-peak color. This video is about how to make these columns different colors. Okay, let's go. Here's my Power BI report, and it's actually using data from my house, from a local energy company. I could download a CSV file with energy consumption and solar panel generation. I just want to have a look at the data because the charts they provided were pretty awful. Lots of pie charts and things like that. So what we've got here is I've got three sort of tariffs, and there's off-peak or super off-peak is the middle one, and then this one is the peak. So how do I make these columns change color? Right, so there's a few things going on here. The most important one is my DAX formula, and here it is. So tariff color, and I've used a switch. So the switch one, a formula function, is a bit like a nested if, but much simpler. So it just says, hey, grab whatever the tariff band is, and I'll show you how I got that in a second. And then for the peak, give me this color. For off-peak, give me this color. And for green. And how did I get these color codes? Well, I love a little tool called PowerToys. It's a free Microsoft download. And then you can do all sorts of nice little things with it. And one of the things that's in PowerToys is Color Picker. So I can do Windows Shift C, and a little box pops up where I can go and grab colors from places. Okay, you see the little codes? Okay, so say I wanted this gray, I could click on it. Okay, and my Color Toys pops up, and there's the code that I can actually put in, that one there, into my color scheme. Whatever sort of gray you want, you can pick different shades and things as well. Okay, so that's how I got my hex code. You've got to put the hash on the front. PowerToys doesn't always give you that. All good. Okay, and then I used the word green, but again, that's sort of, there's a limited number of words you can use. This is the otherwise, but you could put, an actual color in there if you want. Probably safer to pick a specific color than just general green. Okay, so that's my measure. But then where did I put it? Well, in my chart, I have gone to the color formatting and gone to columns, and I've picked the FX field value, and then I've chosen from my measures my tariff color. Okay, so that's in there. That's beautiful. But that wouldn't work just on its own. It doesn't know what the tariff colors are and where am I getting these words, peak and off-peak. So I've got a timetable, and I'll show you that right now. And I did a little video on it last week where I used ChatGPT to actually tidy up my timetable. Here it is. It's linked up to my meter reading data, and that comes in at half-hourly basis. I've only put an A on there just so it shows up at the top here for doing this demo. I wouldn't normally put the letter A in front of it. Okay, so timetable, and it's linked based on this time column. But a couple of columns I added, a tariff band and tariff display order. So let's go take a look at this. So I'm going to right click and say edit the query. Okay, so here's the actual query, and I've added a custom column for categorizing the different hours of the day as peak or off peak. And if I just show you the actual formula here, this is getting fixed up. This is a bit of a bug where it flags red currently. And annoyingly, I can't actually make this table any bigger. So I think that's a bug as well. So here it is. And it's just basically saying, hey, if the hours fall between here, call it this. Otherwise, if it falls between this hour buckets, call it this, etc. Okay, so super off-peak, peak. So that's where I'm actually getting the words from. And then in order for them to actually display in the correct order in slices and things like that, I also added a little display order count where I've got 1s, 2s, and 3s to display the names in the right order. So using that, let's say I don't need to apply any changes. I've then got this beautiful colored chart. Okay, it's awesome. And here's my order: peak, off peak, super off peak. Okay, that's by using the sort order column. So I had to go into my timetable. I had to click on tariff band, go to sort by, and then tariff display order in order to get my text to display in the correct numerical sequence. Okay, so there we go. Right, in the next video, I'll mention about this, the new card visuals, which are pretty cool, okay? And using this to sort of coordinate with your chart to make it nice and intuitive. And also the fact that this is daily usage average, but my source data is in half-hour buckets. So it's easy to get a half-hour average, but how do you get a daily average? So a very quick video talking about this for next week. All right, catch you then. See ya.